Well, looky here. A member of the male congregation with sense enough to ask the $1 million question instead of throwing insults at what is the truth. Well, since you asked so nicely, I will oblige. Get your popcorn, get you a drink, because this is going to be a long one. As it pertains to the evidence to support my claim that I myself and most of the women that I have met are indeed superior to the male counterparts that I have met. Correction, to most of the male counterparts that I've met. Just want to throw that in there. Most, not all, most. I would like to present the following. Exhibit A, communication skills. While most men would prefer to ghost or to use nonverbals to play the game of figure that shit out, I myself am an immaculate communicator. I use my communication skills to communicate what I want, whenever I want to, in order to achieve the desired results in a strategic manner. Statistically speaking, women are, and I've got notes, women are about 10% better at verbal fluency, about 15% better at nonverbal communication, even though that's your forte. Y'all prefer to use nonverbals, but you don't use it as well as we do. And we are better at emotional expression by 20%. That's stats. Next up is emotional intelligence. Personally, my emotional intelligence skills are superb. Additionally, studies show that women are more empathetic, they have better social skills, and contrary to popular belief, are way better at managing and regulating their emotional body, their emotions. Emotional regulation is of the utmost importance, and you guys just don't have that. This is why in the US, a vast majority of violent crimes are committed by men. Men are responsible for 80 to about 90% of homicides, assaults, and other violent crimes. In addition to being mostly nonviolent, the female congregation I'm referring to, we have the ability to extend the life expectancy of your male counterparts. We give life and extend life. A woman is capable of extending the life expectancy of our male counterparts just by being present in a romantic relationship. If you would like to know the breakdown of how this actually is done, I've done a video on it. I think I titled it, If a Man Tries to Lower Your Value and Tell You That You're Not the Prize, Then You Should Tell Him This, something like that. You just go look through my videos, you'll find it. Next up, what makes me more superior is my ability to accept and use both my light and my shadow sides. Now, due to the manipulation of the male counterparts onto the females in order to disempower her, this is a widespread issue that I'm working with the female congregation on, so don't worry about it. Eventually, they'll be able to use their shadow when dealing with you too. But for the time being, y'all have the female congregation beat on using the shadow. But again, I am able to properly use both the light and the shadow aspects of my personality to create balance, which most men are not able to do. Cognitive processing. Women, on average, their brains develop faster than the male brain. This is why insurance companies tax men more compared to a woman at the age of 18 when she gets insurance on her car. A woman is less prone to impulsive decisions and aggression than the male counterpart. This is due to your high levels of testosterone that creates aggression in the male body. Although the male's brain is bigger, it's larger, the female brain is more sufficient at processes such as learning and memory. All right, let's move on from all of that. Let's talk about the next aspect of why a woman is far more superior than most men, or shall I say, why most women are far more superior than most men. Women have the ability to nurture and to create. They maintain life with little to no support. When it comes to this type of evidence in our practical world, let's talk about our actual existence. Okay. Children, right? Because children are our future. Children are 6 times more likely to be raised by their mothers than their fathers. Now, why this is, it doesn't really matter. Whatever. You can give whatever excuse you want as to why this is. The excuses, they don't matter. The point is, this is the facts. This is what is currently taking place. Children are 6 times more likely to be raised by their mother than their father. This means that most women are single-handedly shaping the minds of our future. This means that she has to turn into 6 different people at one time. She's got to be a chauffeur. She's got to be a tutor. She's got to be a chef. She's got to be a financial advisor. She's got to be the doctor. She has got so many different responsibilities And she is single-handedly doing this and still coming out on top with all of the stats that I just gave you. Another reason why I personally am more superior than most of the men that I've ever met is because I am brave and I have courage. Most men are emotional cowards. They are in need of control and are extremely afraid of rejection, which is why most men lie, deceive, manipulate, and gaslight women in order to get what they want, instead of just telling the truth or accepting when a woman is telling him no. I'm fair, I'm generous, I'm kind, not nice. I used to be nice, I'm no longer nice. I have the ability to accept and acknowledge the truth, which by the evidence of the comments being left by the men under these videos when I'm actually telling the truth from a statistical, research, and science standpoint, they still can't accept it. Weird. Which is also why I do not generalize the comments that I make. I do not use the word all because that would be irresponsible and unfair, to say the least. My ability to think for myself. This is evident by the usage of the word superior. Most men are afraid that women are indeed superior to men because men historically have misused the word superior in order to oppress and suppress both themselves and their female counterparts. Because when you had the chance to do so, that's exactly what you did. You controlled, you oppressed, and you suppressed. However, I am using the word superior to inform and to educate because I am able to think for myself and use these words that have been given to us, right, in a way that is going to be most beneficial. Moving on, I believe that I am more superior for my ability to stay sovereign. My spiritual discipline is immaculate. Most importantly, my ability to give my word and to actually follow through on it. Most men like to give lip service in order to manipulate and deceive a woman into getting what he wants without actually having intent to follow through on those words. Not to mention, the female congregation is far more superior because she is soft, she is sensual, she is warm, and I mean, she's beautiful. So I think this list is long enough, but if I missed anything, ladies, feel free to leave comments below this video to fill in any gaps that I might have jumped over. Now, how am I measuring superiority? What makes all these qualities that the women have? Why does this make her superior? Well, let's take a look at the human experience and the desires of human and what the goal is here. Most humans fear death, okay? Most humans want to live longer, right? And a lot of humans would like to stay younger longer. The things that I have mentioned on this list that women are far more superior at creates conditions in order to remedy these fears or to create conditions to achieve these goals. We are life givers and nurturers. That remedies the death issue. We are natural stress relievers and emotional regulation givers. That remedies living longer and being younger longer. When you don't have as much stress, you're able to maintain your youthful appearance and to extend your life expectancy. If there is a woman who is unable to regulate her emotions, 9 times out of 10, there is a man at the root cause. But you know what's funny? Even though I know all of this, and even though the female congregation generally is more superior to the male congregation, I still prefer to relationship with males. Isn't that funny? I love men. And I believe that you guys can get up to speed. I mean, it might take applying some pressure because you guys only understand pain and action, but I believe that it can definitely be done because I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. I've seen a man who is superior to most men and maybe even more superior than me. So, human earthling from the male congregation, I hope that this sufficiently answers your question and I have presented the evidence that you have requested. I believe that together we can remedy this issue and bring our male counterparts up to speed so that we are indeed equals. I think it's possible. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe and follow for more. And don't forget to visit www.GodstyleBilal.com in order to leave me a gift or a tip. I love you. Mwah.